In this video, we are going to create a running wheel that is something like this using CSS3 alone. That is, we are going to use CSS3 transform and transition to create a running wheel. Let's see how to do it. I have created an HTML5 document, a basic one, and saved it as runningwheel.html. Let me first create the wheel. For that, let me add a div element. Div id equals to wheel. Okay, now let me make it look like a circle or a wheel. How we can do that? We need to add the border radius property to this div element. So for that, we have to style the div element. So I am adding the style tag, and let me access the element using its ID. So I am putting a hash. First, let me provide width and height. Width, let it be 150 px, and height also 150 px. Let me add a background color. Let it be pink. Let me also add border 5 px. Let it be dotted and in purple color. Now let's check how our div element appears now. See, now it is a square in pink color with purple dotted border. To make this a circle, we need to add the border radius property. That is, when we add the border radius property, 4 sides will be rounded. So let's see, I am adding border radius to 10 px. Let's start with 10 px and see how it appears. Refresh. See, it is a very small curve. So if we increase this value, we can make this look like a circle. Suppose I make it 50. Our circle will look like this. And if I increase to around half of the width and height, say 80. The half is 75. I am making it 80, and let's check it now. Now this appears a perfect circle. Next, we need to rotate as well as move this circle to get a feel of a running wheel. How we can do that? We need to use the combination of CSS3 transform and transition. What is the difference between these two? That is CSS3 transform and CSS3 transition. Transition, as the name indicates, it is animating between two states. That is, if you place this circle here and then move it over here and add a transition effect, it will move slowly, having an effect of animation. If you just use the transform, it will just change the look of it. Now let us see by applying only transform. That is just to change the look of the element. I am making it transform, and I want to move it to a different place. So for that, we need to call the translate method. We can use translate method to move from one place to another. We can use the scale method to increase the size. We can use the rotate method to rotate the element in a specific angle. So here I am moving it to 200 pixels. So now what will happen? See, it has just moved. It is providing some flashing effect as well. See, it is just moved 200 pixel. But we need to happen it with a effect. For that, we need to use a transition. For example, suppose I use transition. I need to have this transformation applied. So transform. I need to have open it in say 4 seconds, and with the ease effect. I will explain this ease effect. First let us see how it works. Refresh. See, it is moving slowly. In 4 seconds it moved to another location that is 200 pixels away from the current location. Now suppose I increase this to 10 seconds. Then it will move slowly than the current one. Refresh. See, it is moving very slowly to the new position. This ease effect is like the speed is uniform. Suppose we want to start slowly and then increase the speed, then you can specify it as ease in effect. So with ease in effect, I will increase the distance to 500 px. Let's see. Refresh. See, it starts slowly and increases the speed as it reaches the end. Okay. Now if you provide this ease out, it will start quickly and then reduce the speed of movement. Refresh. It started quickly and then the speed is getting reduced as it reaches the end point. So like this we can apply different effects. Now it is just moving, isn't it? It is just moving. We want to provide the rotate effect as well. So for that I want to rotate it. Rotate. Let me rotate it first only 180 degrees. So 180 dg. This will rotate the circle 180 degrees. Let's see how it appears. 500 pixels and let it be 5 seconds. Refresh. See, it is rotating and we are not able to see whether it is rotating 180 degrees or 360 degrees, isn't it? So for that, let me add a P element inside this. P. Let me give the name running wheel and let me style the P element. P. Font size, let it be 25 px. Let me change the color to white. Okay, let us see now. File, save, refresh. Oh, it is gone outside. Let me add margin. Margin, let it be say 30 pixels. See, it is now inside the circle itself. So let me move it. You could see that the circle has rotated only 180 degrees. Suppose I change this to 360 degrees. What will happen? Refresh. See. Now it is rotating 360 degrees. And if I increase this to 720 degrees, it will rotate twice. Okay. Let me change this to 10 seconds. And let the effect be ease. Not ease in or ease out. It will move uniformly as we have set the animation effect to ease. See, once, again moving twice. Now it is rotated twice because we have set the value of degree to 720 and we have moved it to 500 px with 10 seconds. That is, the transition happens in 10 seconds with the ease effect. This way we can create different animation effects using transform and transition together. Just with transform, the shape will change or it will just move or it will just rotate. But if you get it done within a specific period of time, we need to combine the transform with transition. So in this video we have created a running wheel just using CSS3. We haven't used any complicated JavaScript, but just using CSS3 we could create a running wheel.